And we welcome you to the Southwood County Recreation Center for USPHL playoff hockey. First round action tonight between the homestanding Wisconsin Rapids Riverkings, the number 3 seed, and the Minnesota Mullets, the number 6 seed. Regardless of the platform on which you are joining us, we welcome you, all of our viewers on HockeyTV.com, all of our viewers on Wisconsin Rapids Community Media. I hope that you are ready for some playoff intensity hockey, because that's what we've got for you tonight. The Riverkings in white, blue, and green against the black and gold and white Mullets. Coming on over from Minnesota, my name Milt Van Natta, joined by Paul Kennedy to bring you all the action here tonight. And there's something special, Paul, about playoff hockey.
Well, you're absolutely right, Milt. Tonight's the start of the second season, and Bradshaw's off to a great start with that, covering that one up. So,
fired into his chest by right winger Tyler Perkins. Jake Bostad is in goal to our right for the Mullets. It's Drake Bradshaw in goal to our left for the Riverkings. And off of the face-off, the Riverkings break out with Peterson on a right wing. He shoots it past the stick of Fleming and all the way down, but it's Timo I in behind the goal on the forecheck, trying to get after it, but the puck is controlled by the Mullets, and they'll shoot it up the far boards and out. Again, it's Perkins in, but at the defense, Jordan Steer to get it there first. He rims it all the way around and down, and no icing here. They rule that puck could have been played. Back at the defense, it's Zach Hartley. Stevenson shoots it in as he gains the red line, and it's Krishnick to chase. Edwards pushes it around the backboards to Stevenson. Here's Stevenson across ice to Jurgens. He didn't quite control that puck, and it allowed the Mullets to get their stick on it and break up the passing play that the Riverkings had going. Riverkings still able to hold the zone here, and fighting at the blue line, Holm is able to shoot it to the far boards, but the Mullets now having a difficult time just navigating their way through center ice.
Riverkings are going to need to keep an eye on Holm tonight. He's got 26 goals this year.
Fresh line out there. The third line gets its first action of the night. 1 minute and 45 seconds into this one. Puck is held in behind the goal. Hullaby back there. And this will be an icing here as it crosses the red line. Well, one interesting twist to this series is these teams played 4 times in the regular season. When they played up in Minnesota, the Mullets swept the Riverkings. The team split a series here not long ago. And so even though the Riverkings are the 3 seed with home ice advantage, the Mullets have the confidence of having beaten this team 3 out of 4, and that's an interesting dynamic to this series, Paul.
Absolutely, Milt. You know, they're one of only 4 teams to shut the Riverkings out all season, so they should have some confidence there. But at the end of the day, that was the regular season. This is the playoffs. And what happened 2-3 months ago or even last month, doesn't matter at this point. Let's play hockey.
No, check near center ice by Luke Milius. Riverkings shoot it in and go for a line change. In there battling for the puck, Richard Young gets it out to the point through traffic. I don't think that one ever got to Bostad. I think that was wide. The Mullets pick up the puck and they head out. Backhanded in, Erdman with a check there at the blue line, allowing the Riverkings to break out. Here comes Tanner Day. He's on left wing. He's got McDonald going to the front. Puck comes around and out to center ice, but quickly collected by Evan Erdman and backhanded along. Max Moore will get in there first, and Max in the corner is able to hold the zone for the Riverkings. Backhanded off the stick of Moats and quickly gained by McKenzie of the Riverkings, who will send it in, but quickly it's the Mullets to get their stick on it. A lot of center ice play right now, not a lot of penetration into the defensive zone on either end. We've had just one shot on goal in about 3.5 minutes of play. But Timo I was ahead of the defense, but Peterson's pass just ahead of him. Here's a spin by Peterson and a weak shot in on Bostad, who makes the first save of the night. And just a moment ago, Max Moore got his first action on the ice. And Paul, we know someone special is watching the game for Max tonight.
Yes, sir. I got a chance to talk to Max before the game. He wanted to say hi, Dad, in Green Bay, and says he knows you'll be watching and cheering the Riverkings on. So
good to have you, Mr. Moore.
And good to have Max here with the Riverkings.
Fleming cuts it off at center ice and shoots it right back in.
Well, even though there hasn't been a ton of action so far in this game, the Riverkings have a lot to be proud of. That first shot on goal was very simple, but that helped to build the confidence and kind of break the ice for Bradshaw. He's in the game now.
In front, he scores! Well, that's the ultimate icebreaker there, Paul.
Absolutely.
Steer and Peterson made the play that got Timo I in front alone, and he put it away to give the Riverkings a 1-0 lead, 4:12 into the first period.
That was a great goal. So their Mullets are going to find out they can't leave him standing in the crease like that, or it's going to be a long night for their goaltender. He's going to need sunglasses.
Peterson made the play along the boards to get it to Steer, who drove the net, who found I in the high slot. Just getting the official call from downstairs. Jurgens lets a blast go through traffic, hits someone in front, follow up by Hartley. And that one comes to the near boards. Now Jurgens will step in off the glove and up, a wide open side of the net, and almost a goal there for the Riverkings, who are putting on big time pressure now after getting that opening goal.
They're playing with a lot more confidence than what they did this time last week. So it's great to see them coming out, and it's their home ice. It's their fans here for the playoffs. So let's dominate that.
1-0 Riverkings. Peterson getting an assist for his 67th point of the year. Entering the playoffs, Adam 11th in scoring throughout all of the 8 divisions of the USPHL Premier category. Now Holm is sent back, takes a hit from Ryan Young. Here's a steal by Kyle Smith. A nice cover up there by Sinatra, and they get it in front. And a save by Bostad. Serious pressure here by the Riverkings, trying to build on a 1-0 lead. A flurry here in the last 2 or 3 minutes of 5 shots on goal, and not just shots on goal, but good scoring chances.
Yeah, I think Bostad's going to want to have a conversation with his defense.
Moore wins the draw, moves it to Erdman. McKenzie will shoot it deep. There's Max Moore behind the goal. Tries to come out front, and the goal becomes dislodged from its moorings, and we will get a whistle.
The Riverkings are off to a great start so far tonight. They've got to play smart, got to stay out of the box, and they've got to maintain the level of intensity that they've had to start the game throughout the entire game.
Krager off the draw. Timo I goes into the corner to get it back. Peterson fires off the blocker of Bostad. The 6th shot on goal now in this flurry. Puck comes free, hit a skate and bounded out front, but no Riverking there. This is an icing on the Mullets. And Paul, we do want to welcome all the folks from Minnesota and the Mullet fans who are watching on HockeyTV.com. One of your fans is over on the far side with the sign that said, "Minnesota Mullets, you got this." And while that is yet to be determined, we welcome all hockey fans who are joining us tonight for this playoff game. Krager off the draw. Peterson lets one go and right into the catching glove of Bostad. And a 7th shot on goal. And again, this has been a flurry over about a 3-minute stretch or so, 3.5 minutes, in which the Riverkings have just peppered Bostad with quality shots.
When you see so far, our best players are acting like our best players. Yeah, it's no surprise that we start the scoring off with Timo I, with Peterson and Steer getting those assists. It's been happening all year long. So
Krager and they're battling. He and Peterson get it free. Cole Krager comes. Steer looking for an alley. Looking, has I in front. Now loses the puck. A nice defensive job there by Tyler Morrison of the Mullets. That allows them to break out with Perkins on right wing, but he only gets to the blue line and not into the zone as Steer gets the puck. Shot off the stick of I and in, so there's no icing here.
So on that last play, I really put the pressure on the Mullet player. That's what caused that puck to come back into our defensive zone, which led to us getting it back out and back up the ice. So great job by I making a play away from the puck.
Shot in by Erdman as the Riverkings get back on side. Perkins through center ice makes a couple of moves. Shoots one high and over the crossbar. Stolen here at the blue line. Koulis tries to find a man in front. He's there, but a good defensive job. Jesse Edwards maintained his defensive positioning, as did Evan Erdman, and that did not allow home to get a shot off.
Well, Riverkings got a little lucky there. Kirshnak made a very poor decision with that puck. Instead of trying to just play it up off the boards and get it out of the zone, he tried to cross it back through center ice. I'm not sure that Coach Quarters really drew that up that way.
And fans, that's kind of like a quarterback rolling to his right and throwing back across field to the left side. It's just not very often a good idea to pass long across ice like that. Now here's a nice little touch pass to Gutterman, but a nice defensive job by Peterson. You hear the crowd oohing on that chance by the Mullets. Softly dropped into the zone by Frederick. First on it there is Hullaby. Shot all the way around by the Mullets and down. Oh, they're going to say this is an icing against the Riverkings. Riverkings shot that puck down. 12:14 to go. First period, 1-0 Riverkings. I gets the goal. This is a best-of-3 series. Game 2 is on Saturday night at 7:30, a half an hour later than tonight. And if a game 3 is necessary, it's played on Sunday night here at the Southwood County Rec Center at 7 o'clock. Nice hit there by Zach Hartley. He hits the man. Now here's a pass cross ice to Peterson. He'll have to chase it down. Now the others were changing, so Peterson unable to find someone to join him on that rush.
Nice chip by Millis there. Trying to chip that down in.
Now offside. Riverkings will need to get onside, and they do. Kyle Smith, a steal. And Milius in there digging in the corner, 1-on-3. Digging, using that left skate. Smith gets a hit, but Richard Young turns, shoots it off a defender.
Milius having a good shift.
Pinning the Mullets in on the forecheck.
Now he draws a penalty.
A penalty here drawn by the strong and aggressive play of the Riverkings. And they've got a man down in behind the goal line.
That's Milius, I believe.
Luke Milius is down. He took the hit that drew the penalty. It will send Borison to the penalty box and give the Riverkings a power play at the 11:11 mark. The striking thing, Paul, in this first now 9 minutes of play is not that the Riverkings are up 1-0, but they've had a substantial edge in territorial play. They played in the Mullet zone, and they've been in on the forecheck, and they've had that edge in play. Here's a clear by the Mullets all the way down. Jordan Steer and Raymond Fleming are playing the points on the power play. Krager's up front with I and Peterson at the forwards.
There we get that speed going now with Krieger down the boards.
And Krager loses an edge and goes down, but Steer is able to momentarily hold the zone before Koulis steps out with it. And Fleming was there to clean up. No chance at a drive in on the goal. but it does send the Riverkings back and allow the Mullets to clear the zone with 1 minute and 15 seconds to go on this power play.
Well, it'd be nice to get down in the Mullet zone and get some pressure set up on them. Even if you don't score this time, at least you got them thinking.
Well, Riverkings drop it in. Edwards is now on the ice, and he's in there battling for it along with and Peterson. Jesse's got it. Moves it to Jurgens at the right point.
Nice job holding the zone there.
Edwards steps in through traffic, scores! Jesse Edwards on the power play, and the Riverkings have the 2-0 lead.
Nice job, Captain.
Nice patience there, I thought, Paul, for Edwards to step in patiently and then find his alley and bury it in the lower right-hand corner.
Yeah, if you see he kept that puck low along the ice, that's what you want, exactly what you want to do when you've got traffic in front of the net like that.
We'll get the assists and share those right now for you fans.
Assisted by number 6, Harold Jurgens, and by number 55, Chase McKenzie.
So it's the defensemen, Jurgens and McKenzie, that get the goals on the Riverking power play goal by Jesse Edwards. 2-0 Riverkings.
McKenzie's been having a good run lately. He was one of the stars of the game last Saturday night, so good to see him off and running.
Now Stevenson chases. He has a man going to the front, and he finds him. Oh, what a stave by Bostad. Kirschnick was in front, and a beautiful pass, but Bostad was just a little bit better that time. And that's a huge save when you're down 2-0 midway through the first period. Huge save by Bostad.
Yeah, he came up big there. Well, if you notice, Milt, look at the level of confidence that's built up now. Look at the way the Riverkings are carrying themselves.
The jump in their step. Yep, McKenzie. He fires one into the defenseman, Borison. Morrison now. Past Erdman. Man's coming down on the right wing, and on Bradshaw. He tried to move it across. That was Perkins who fed it across, but the pass didn't click. Now Luke Milius is going to be the first one to get to this puck. He takes a hit behind the goal, but Kyle Smith is able to keep it deep.
Yeah, we got a little sloppy on defense that last possession.
McDonald with the steal goes down, and Stevenson will help out and get to that puck. Jurgens will just shoot it along. It will never get in behind the goal again to Stevenson. Now steal, Smith to Stevens, Richard Young, excuse me, who shot one wide. It's 27 Young, not 17 Stevenson. Both teams with the change here. Oh, past Tanner Day's stick and all the way down, no icing. They wave that off. Mullets are able to pick it up as Frederick heads out. Shoot it cross ice for Smith. Along the boards, he backhands it in behind the goal with Lindblom chasing. They dig away in the near corner. Puck comes free, shot on by Frank. Bradshaw down to make the save.
I like the way he controlled his own rebound there. That puck came out right towards the corner.
Well, the Riverkings, McDonald is after it. As Max Moore goes to the front, but cleaned up there by Blaze Smith. And we get a whistle. The puck goes out of play with 7:40 to go. First period. And Edwards have scored for the Riverkings, and they lead it 2-0. Other matchups, the #1 seed Minnesota Moose are hosting the Quezon Vipers. The #2 seed Hudson Havoc are hosting the Dells Ducks, and the Minnesota Blue Ox hosting the Rum River Mallards. Winners advance to play next weekend and a chance at the national tournament. Hullaby tried to drag it around Erdman, who would have none of it. Far side for Adam Peterson to shovel it out. Goes out of play, and we'll have a face-off.
Yeah, do you recall a game this year where Peterson hasn't been out there smiling?
No, I don't. He plays with an edge, but he plays with an edge and a smile.
That's a dangerous combination.
Yes, it is. Off the draw, shot here goes off a body by Holm. He's their leading goal scorer. Now here comes Peterson on right wing. He'll shoot it in behind the goal. Eye is there first for the Riverkings, and Timo battling away. They want to hold it. The referee wants them to move it, and here the puck is moved onto the stick of Peterson. And taken away. Eye moves to the front. Shot save. Bostad, you might have heard the thump off of the pads. That puck jumped out of the zone, and the Riverkings are offside.
Yeah, that last possession in our defensive zone, the Riverkings really did a great job on defense there, collapsing down. They didn't give the Mullet players any room at all. That's perfect.
Shots on goal are 8-5 Riverkings. Goals are 2-0 Riverkings. Edwards wins the draw, and Fleming backhands it in. Stevenson digging in behind the goal. It'll be shot up to Edwards' stick as the Riverkings hold the zone. And Stevenson gets there first in this corner. Jordan Steer. One-timer Fleming. Oh, he scores! Raymond Fleming makes it 3-0 Riverkings. Beautiful passing play around the perimeter of the offensive zone.
Perfectly done there. That was great.
Goals at 13:33 of the first. Raymond Fleming will get the goal. Steer will get an assist. It'll be his second of the night. And we'll see if there's a second assist awarded as the Riverkings have moved out on top 3-0.
And if you're the Mullets right now, are you a little concerned? This is a team that you dominated 3 out of 4 games in the regular season. I'm sure they talked about that coming in.
Let's listen from downstairs to get the other assist. Stevenson will get the other assist, so it's Fleming from Steer and Stevenson. 3-0 Riverkings. We still have 6 minutes to go here in this first period. Shot all the way down, and icing against the Mullets.
Well, they're scoring in just about every way you can think of. Special teams, shots from the slot, shots from the point. About the only way we haven't scored so far is on the breakaway.
There's still time for that.
I would like to see a breakaway. Have you ever scored on a breakaway, Milt?
In pond hockey, not in an organized hockey game, but in backyard pond hockey, you bet.
Attaboy, got the wheels going.
When you're small, you got to be fast, Paul.
Absolutely.
No power forward in this guy.
All jets.
I'm not putting myself in front on the power play. 5:46 to go. First period, the face-off after the icing back down in the Mullets end. Riverkings have scored 3 goals on 9 shots on goal.
Ooh.
Now, shot in on Bostad, who makes a 10th, receives a 10th shot on goal and makes a 7th save.
Well, in defense of the Mullet goalie, I'm sure it's felt like more than 9 shots.
Oh, the Riverkings have been crisp this period. Their game's been sharp.
Yeah, they're probably about as happy to see them in the crease as people are to see their in-laws at the holidays. So.
Now this puck held in by Cole Krager. Peterson looks in front. Jurgens was available to step down, but Adam couldn't quite get him the puck. Beautiful job there by Zach Hartley. Man was cherry picking, Perkins was cherry picking, and Hartley would have none of that. Delayed offside here. Moving outside of the zone, it's Koulis. Here comes Perkins, tries to use Fleming as a screen. He got around Raymond and got a shot on goal, but Bradshaw stood strong and made the save.
Hey, he put a nice move on him there.
Edwards steps out. Jesse tries to get it to Peterson. He'll move down on right wing. Down he goes and smashes into the boards. Jesse's up and doing okay and battling for a puck in front. Peterson lets it go. Shot it off of one of the Mullets.
Nice shot by Fleming there holding the point. He didn't go down in the corner and try and chase that puck, leave him open for a possible breakaway. Good job.
Here comes Koulis moving in, drags past one man, and a save Bradshaw. Now a little pressure from the Mullets, but out comes Stevenson. He jukes by one man. He's got help coming. Here's Smith. Steer clears up. Oh, and that one deflects through the crease.
So
Fleming
close.
comes out of the zone, offside, so the Riverkings have to get back onside here.
It's a pretty strong defensive play out of Fleming on that shift.
Stevenson can't get it by the defenseman. The Mullets head back out. We're under 4 minutes for the first. You're watching the Mullets and the Riverkings on HockeyTV.com and on Wisconsin Rapids Community Media. Ilya shoots it in. Richard Young goes in. Erdman steps down. The puck deflects out of play.
How do you think on that last play coming out of their own zone when Rich Young was heading in towards that Mullet player to get his to try and get the puck away from him? Do you think that other young man feared for his personal safety?
Well, if he had watched Richard Young play over the last 3 years, as I have, he should have.
That's a lot of human to come at you at one time.
He's a big, strong young man. You bet he is. And again, the puck shot out of play with 3:22 to go. Earlier this season, in fact, during the preseason time, Paul, Art and I got the chance to go down to the boxing training that the Riverkings do as part of their overall training regime. It was interesting to see these kids in the ring and working out and the skills that they were acquiring there with that training.
You were not in the ring with
Absolutely not. I was watching from afar.
Art said he thought he would like to get in.
Well,
float like a butterfly.
Peterson shoots it in and all the way down. Riverking, oh, big hit there. That's Cole Krager taking down one of the Mullets. Hard hit on Morgan Sweeney. Puck's in the zone, off the shoulder. Bradshaw shrugs it away. That was the same Morgan Sweeney that shot that puck, and Bradshaw took it off his right shoulder. Man's in front, and they get it for Sweeney there, but he can't get a stick on it, so here comes Peterson.
Wow.
Moves to right wing, drives down, tried to pick that top corner, but just missed it.
By the time he hit the blue line here, there was no stopping Peterson there. He was gone.
Young tries to spin away from a check. Ooh, and here's a delayed penalty as Bradshaw's left the ice for the extra attacker. Delayed penalty against the Mullets with 2 minutes to go here in the first period. Sixth attacker is on the ice for the Riverkings. Whistle will blow as soon as the Mullets touch up. Krishnak gets there, but it was first touched by Gutterman. And with 1:49 to go in the first period, the Riverkings head back to the power play on top, 3-0. We'll see who goes. It's Morgan Sweeney, and we'll see what the call is here.
Well, that is not good timing for a penalty. You've already been taking a beating all period.
To say that this is an important kill for the Mullets is understatement. The River Kings already are on top 3-0, and they've got a chance to get a late power play goal. Krager, and Peterson, the forwards. Fleming and Steer, the defensemen. And Gutterman gets it past Fleming and all the way down. This penalty will carry over, but only by 11 seconds. So the River Kings really got to get their work done here before the period ends.
Well, it doesn't have to carry over.
And that's the hope as Peterson heads in. Eyes in front, just didn't quite click to Timo I in the high slot.
Like to see I get another one here. He's really done a lot of great work this year.
Steer. Here comes I through traffic. Bostad the save. With 1:13 for the period and 1:24 for the penalty.
He had the right idea there. Keep it low. Hope somebody deflects that around. Just nobody in front of the net for the River Kings right there.
So Edwards, Stevenson, Peterson stays out. McKenzie and Jurgens move to the points. Off the draw, one by Edwards and two Harold's Jurgens. And you heard that right. There is an S on the end of his first name. It's Harold's Jurgens. Oh, out of the zone. And nice job by Jurgens there to move over and prevent a 2-on-1. One of the Mullets, Koulis, has lost his stick.
And almost looked like he lost that intentionally.
Oh, okay. Shot out of the zone with 40 seconds for the power play. Excuse me, for the period, and 51 for the power play. Now Edwards on right wing. Here he comes. Drives behind the goal. Peterson's in front. Jesse ridden off the puck. At the point, McKenzie tried to glove it down. He cannot. 20 seconds for the period. Peterson.
Bradshaw with the feed.
Now tie up along the boards. Time is clicking away here. 10 seconds for the period. This suits the Mullets with 7 seconds. Holm will get his stick on it. 4 seconds. They step in. Lindblom's backhander goes to the corner. The period ends. But what a period it was for the River Kings. Edwards, Fleming, they all score. And the River Kings, with a crisp and clean opening period, lead it 3-0. They'll have 11 seconds of carryover on the power play into the second period. You stay with us after they resurface the ice. We'll be back with all the second period action. You're watching the Mullets and the River Kings on Wisconsin Rapids Community Media and HockeyTV.com. We're all set for period number 2. The River Kings and the Minnesota Mullets here from the Southwood County Rec Center. The score is 3-0 River Kings. They got goals from Timo I, Jesse Edwards, Raymond Fleming in that first period. And they'll have 11 seconds of power play time to begin this second period. Shots on goal were 12-7 River Kings. For River King fans over these initial 5 years of the program, it is so good tonight to see Eric Schutte back in town taking in this game tonight. There you go. Art's got a shot. Eric is there in the beard rubbing his face, and Tommy McManus is just in front of him leaning over the rail. Tommy, the outstanding defenseman from the last couple of years. Eric Schutte, Tommy McManus back here for the game tonight, and so good to be able to talk with them before tonight's puck drop. So here we go, Paul, second period, and all you got to do is keep doing what you were doing in the first period and you'll be just fine.
Yes, sir. Want to take a guess as to how many River Kings have their name on the score sheet right now?
How many?
8.
8 on 3 goals. Steer turns back with it. Power play is over now. Sweeney is out of the box. Perkins comes onto the ice, and we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. And a steal. Away come the Mullets. Perkins' pass is quickly intercepted by Jordan Steer. He Moves it over to I on right wing. Nice job defensively. He still gets a shot off, and the save is made. Jack Bosted in goal for the Mullets, as he now has 11 saves on the night. Drake Bradshaw is your River Kings goaltender. Fleming pitchforks it out. Tried to find Peterson. Adams in on a break. He's got I with him. 2 against none. I puts it in.
Nice, beautiful job there. Way to take advantage of an opportunity.
4-0 River Kings. And Paul, what an unselfish play by Adam Peterson to drop Bosted to him and give I an wide open net just to put it away.
Well, and if you're Bosted, what do you do there? Do you try to cover the guy who's number 1 in points on a team or the guy who's number 2?
So we'll get the other assist. Peterson will get the first to get his 68th point of the season. And I has his second goal of the night. Comes at the 52-second mark to make it River Kings 4-0.
That makes Peterson's second assist.
A breakout on right wing to Stevenson. Here's Stevenson driving to the net. Comes on the backhand. And Bostad down to cover the 5-hole.
He was assisted by number 28, Adam Peterson. And number 8, Fleming.
So Fleming's second point of the night, as well as Peterson and I. All 3 of those guys with 2 points tonight. I, Peterson, Fleming.
Yeah, and the great part is River Kings very easily could have just kind of backed out a little bit at the start of the period here. They've come in with a 3-0 lead after the first. They could have very easily just tried to play it safe. They're not doing that. The pressure's all on the Mullets right now.
Milius in behind the goal line, digging with Richard Young. Jumps past Erdman. Oh, here's Hullaby ahead. Hullaby lets one go. Bradshaw down to make a save. McKenzie cleans up the rebound.
Good job getting back defensively there.
McKenzie turns back. Sweeney pressures him. Stolen by the Mullets. They hold the zone. Turning. Sweeney shot it off of the River Kings and off of Kyle Smith. 4-0 River Kings. Milius lost it. That's going to allow the Mullets to break out here. Moving with the puck, Blaze Smith. That one is off of the catching glove of Drake Bradshaw and into the netting. And we'll get a face-off in the River Kings zone. 4-0 River Kings, and we are just 2 minutes and 39 seconds into the second period of play. Well, a coach will always find things to get, that he wants his team to improve on. Boy, if you're Marty Quarters, you got to love how your team's playing tonight. Bradshaw makes a relaxed backhanded glove save. And another face-off coming to his right.
Well, that's true, but I'd be willing to bet that Coach Quarters will thank them at the end of the game if they maintain this same level of pressure.
Yeah. Off the face-off, Kreger wins the draw back, but possession here taken over by the Mullets. He's able to shoot it out. Big hit by Peterson. Now I comes in. Might have shot that one off the stick of Sinatra.
I was trying to get me to get rid of my hat already.
Yeah, that's right. Timo I with 2 goals. Has plenty of game to try to get the hat trick here tonight.
And there's Peterson skating around, waiting for the face-off with a smile on his face.
So Cole Kreger is off on a penalty here that will give the Mullets a power play. As I recall, this is their first power play opportunity of the night.
That's correct.
Quickly moved out of the zone. I think that was Jurgens that got a stick on it. Both he and Hartley in on that play. So Hartley and Juergens are back at the point, while Stevenson and Edwards play up front on the penalty kill. Perkins backhands it for Koulis. He steps around Juergens, but has to chase the puck into the corner, and Harold's is able to catch up.
Keep an eye on Koulis. He's dangerous.
It's Koulis and Holmes that are their big threats offensively. Holmes wears number 12. Koulis wears number 13 and has the puck now. Holmes is in the high slot. Koulis lets one fire. It's off target. There's 1:10 to go here on this power play. Backhanded for Frederick in front, but instead it comes to Stevenson. He's able to get by Holm, but not around the second man. But the Riverkings hold the zone.
There we go.
Beautiful play by Stevenson on the penalty kill.
Yeah, he took a shot to the hand there by the stick of the Mullet player. I don't think it was intentional, but still he's shaking out a little bit.
Still stung there. Yep, 40 seconds for this power play as the Riverkings clear. Jordan Steer was able to move it out of the zone. Far side Perkins drops it in. Fleming's going to get there first. He's unable to get it past Perkins, out for the blue line and out of the zone. The Riverkings are able to push it out. And now down to a final 20 seconds. Offside call, delayed offside, I believe. Shot out. Here's a breakaway for the hat trick.
The hat trick.
Oh. He closed the 5-hole in the nick of time.
A lot of hockey left to play. Timo's going to get more chances.
As we move now down to Cole Krager. Hyde breaks for the net. Oh, and he had that puck for a moment. And then he is tripped up. And now the Riverkings will head back to the power play.
Or could it be
a penalty shot
for the hat trick?
Was he in the clear?
I say he was. I mean, he had him by at least 7 steps.
Well, the referee did not see it quite that way. It's going to be a 2-minute power play to Gutterman.
Okay, fine. We'll take the power play.
Blake Gutterman gets the box, and the Riverkings go to the power play with 14:32 to go here in this second period. Holm pushes it ahead, but he pushes it up and out of play. And the faceoff will be in the Riverkings' end. Far side, that's Timo I. Steps in, feeds it to Peterson, lost control of the puck. And the Mullets cleared the zone.
They looked a little bit guilty there of what they've fallen into the trap of a couple times this year, just trying to make the perfect shot.
On the fly, here comes Fleming. Left wing, Peterson's going to the front. Fleming shot it off of the right shoulder of Jack Bostad and out of play.
Good speed there by Fleming.
Flying down left wing, getting himself a scoring angle there. Stevenson cross ice. This is Juergens stepping down.
Now shoot it.
Krachnik. Juergens listens, fires one. You heard the thump off the pads. That was off the catching glove on the rebound as Krachnik shot it right off the glove of Bostad. Stevenson tries to feed. Krachnik in front. Holm will get it, and he'll skate it out with 50 seconds for the power play. Shot wide of Bradshaw. Fresh penalty killers on for the Mullets. Peterson with Krachnik going to the front. That pass didn't click, but the Riverkings hold the zone.
That was a great play by Edwards to get that out of the zone and start this play.
McKenzie. Peterson rotates it out. Had it poke checked away. Adam gets it back, so strong on his skates. Look at him move, shoots, thump off of the goaltender Bostad and jumps over McKenzie, sticking out of the zone with 8 seconds for the power play. Long shot in on Bostad, which he gloves easily.
Oh, here's
a giveaway and a shot by Peterson. And Bostad makes one of his better saves of the night with the left-hand glove.
Captain's out there having a conversation. I think maybe they're trying to figure out some dinner plans. Go to Grace's after this.
Sebastian Frank and Adam Peterson talking things over.
Absolutely.
I've noticed that a food and hospitality guy always thinks about dinner plans after the game.
Well, nobody wants to go to the library at 10 o'clock on Friday night.
Just saying, just something I've noticed. Look at this nice move by Koulis. He has a man coming. Oh, and Bradshaw slid over, and he made the save on Morrison. His best save of the night as he moved over, slid over to take the shooter, and got the save, and it remains 4-0.
Nice forecheck.
Kyle Smith shoots it in. Oh, 2-on-1 here, mini 2-on-1, shot and a goal. It's Morrison to make it 4-1. They got the 2-on-1 and they took advantage of it and made it a 4-1 game. Morrison gets the goal at 8:26.
Okay.
What broke down there, Paul?
Looked like they just got a little bit outnumbered coming into the zone there, and maybe got a little lackadaisical. And time to tighten that back up again. Captains are still talking.
Minnesota goal scored by number 23, Tyler Morrison. Assisted by number 7, Tyler Perkins. And by number 10, Nolan Frederick.
So Frederick. Now Peterson drives in, is turned back. Timo I shoots it right into the glove of Bostad. Perkins and Frederick get the assist on the Morrison goal. 4-1 Riverkings as we've just moseyed our way into the middle portion of the second period. 11-11 to go. Shot through traffic again by I, and that one goes to the corner, and here's a goal. That one got through. Evan Erdman's shot somehow just worked its way through Bostad, and just like that, it's 5-1 Riverkings. The goal's at the 8:56 mark, so that'll take away the Mullets' momentum. A goal 30 seconds after the Mullets tally. 5-1 Riverkings. We'll hear about assists here in a second.
Wisconsin Rapids goal scored by number 20, Evan Bergman. He was assisted by number 12, Paul Prager. And by number 4, Timo I. Bergman from Prager. And I, time of the goal, 8:56.
So if you're the Mullets, you got to start wondering, what do we got to do?
Puck loose in front. Bradshaw had to make a big save. That was Morgan Sweeney who got free and got that shot on, and Sweeney's working the puck again. Finally, Erdman cleared it out of there, but the zone is held by Gutterman.
They're letting them stand up. They need to start playing the body, knock them down, take the puck away.
Shot to the near boards and an icing here. So Timo I has a 3-point night, 2 goals and an assist. After he assists on the goal by Evan Erdman to make it 5-1 Riverkings.
Just over halfway through the game, though, or just before halfway in the game, so a lot of hockey left to play. You know, if you look at that, though, That's a great stat. We've let them have 12 shots the entire game so far.
And moving out with it, Stevenson flying down. Oh, nice job there by Frank to ride him off the puck. Riverkings still in, working hard on the forecheck though. Stevenson. Kyle Smith
Offside.
couldn't quite get it there. He couldn't play that because it would have been offside. Delayed offside here. Mullets need to tag up.
Okay, time for the Riverkings to take a breath, slow it down just a little bit, and control the pace.
Off the stick of Milius. Chipped back in by the Mullets. McKenzie's the first there. Richard Young.
That tag up by Hullaby was a little suspicious there.
Just barely made it, if not at all.
We'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
All
Gracious
right.
hosts that we are.
Okay. 5-1 Riverkings as Kyle Smith pushes it deeper into the zone. Oh, just jumped over the stick of Richard Young. That will allow Hullaby took a little whack at the shins of Zach Hartley.
That called? Yeah, that was a pretty blatant slash.
Donald ridden off the puck. Mullets turn it back. Good job by Max Moore and Harold Jurgens there to thwart the drive of the Mullets. Chasing back, Nico Sinatra.
Think the Mullets maybe starting to get a little frustrated?
Just a bit. They get that big goal. They think, hey, ooh, we are back in the game, and 30 seconds later.
We are back on the bus.
Yeah. McKenzie. Chipped in by Tanner Day.
Nice check by Moore.
Max Moore with the hit and takes a hit. Here comes the Mullets out of the zone. Nice job by Peterson to turn them back.
Little soccer kick there.
Out at center, Peterson makes a play to Cole Kreger. Shot it right off of Sinatra. Look at Kreger do the dirty work in behind the goal line.
Oh,
Erdman was going to fire it. Peterson stepped across, centered it for Kreger. Puck in the crease again.
Yeah, Peterson got a little anxious on that one. He'd have been better off letting Erdman come in and take the shot. He was right there.
Evan Erdman through traffic, deflected by I.
Shoot it.
McKenzie fires wide. Peterson scores. Adam Peterson with his third point of the night and his 69th point of the year gives the Riverkings a 6-1 lead.
Well, all's well that ends well.
The goal comes at 13:12 of the period. We'll see who gets the assist. 6-1 Riverkings. Krishnick drops it in. Edwards there first.
Scored by number 28, Adam Peterson. He was assisted by number 55, Chase McKenzie. And by number 20, Evan Erdman.
Erdman's second point of the night as he and McKenzie. Well, we've got a penalty.
13-12. Time of the goal, 13-12.
Checking back. Yeah, McKenzie also assisted on Edwards' goal. So McKenzie and the Erdman, the defenseman, each have 2 points. Peterson, the goal scorer, has a goal and 2 assists for 3. So with a 6-1 lead,
Edwards is sitting.
Jesse Edwards heads to the penalty box, and the Riverkings go on the penalty kill. Oh, nice job to Perkins. That one never got through. I don't know if it was blocked by Fleming or by Peterson, but they were both there. So Edwards in the box, and the River Kings for the second time tonight are on the penalty kill. Roderick?
Bad penalty, though. Sorry, Milt.
No, you go ahead and share that with us, Paul.
Yeah, they've gotten twice now, coming pretty quick right after goals, they've given up penalties. So need to stay in control a little bit.
Kula steps in. Peterson, Fleming, Krager, and Steer are your penalty killers. Oh, nice job there by Fleming. He and Steer just played that to perfection. Down to a minute on the penalty kill.
This may be one of the best games I've seen Fleming play all season. He's been very responsible defensively tonight, plus they got that goal.
And he just shot it out of the zone and got the clear again. He was deep along the backboards behind his own goal, and he banked it off of the glass just short of the Mullets bench and all the way down the ice. Hartley has his clear cut off by Lindblom, and that puck is held in by Perkins. Perkins looking for an alley, shoots it high, but high and wide. Now Frederick for the front, and Peterson takes it away. Adam has eye coming with him. Cut off nicely at the blue line. That was a good job by Frederick, and he turns back Peterson. 15 seconds on the penalty kill, and the River Kings have the puck on their stick. Oh, I was in behind, but 3 Mullets in between. Peterson, oh,
so close.
Would have been on his backhand, but he'd have had some room to work with.
Yeah, that was a good job by Peterson on that penalty kill there. When he got it just inside the blue line, instead of trying to force the issue and take it deep, he turned back around, shot it back down to his end, run more time off the clock.
So the River Kings are 2 for 2 on the penalty kill. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey with 4 minutes to go in this second period. It's 6-1 River Kings. Shot wide of Bradshaw. Nice job. Look at Hartley, just beautifully playing that defensively. Able to clear the zone. He goes down after a little collision with Dylan Hullaby. Ripley steps into the zone, but only for one stride before Hartley takes that puck away and shoots it out. Now moving in, Bradshaw holds his position against Lindblom and makes the save. That will be the 14th shot on goal tonight for the Mullets. Drake Bradshaw's made 13 saves. Meanwhile, the River Kings have scored 6 goals on 27 shots on goal. We are in the latter stages of period number 2 with the River Kings on top 6-1. Richard Young drives ahead. That pass is through the crease. Young will get it back to Milius. Richard Young comes in, puts the hit on there. That was Borison.
I think Richard Young finally found somebody he could pick on that's his own size.
Richard Young tries to center it for Smith. McKenzie looking for an alley. Shot it off a stick and high. Young's got it.
Nice job in the corner. Good stick handling by the big man.
Milius working hard. Taken away by the Mullets. Well, Smith chips it back. And Evan Erdman plays the puck for the River Kings.
Couldn't get that to Milius. He was here by the bench calling for the puck.
Now Smith shoots it off of Benjamin Borison of the Mullets. Look at McKenzie right down in front of us. You're right on the ice with them as we have our position high above center ice here at the Southwood County Rec Center. And under 2 minutes of play for the second period. Big lead for the River Kings, 6-1.
Yeah, our camera crew does a great job getting the angles, don't they, Milt?
It is a joy to work with them, Paul. Just a joy to work with both the Hockey TV folks and our Wisconsin Rapids community media team as well.
Absolutely.
Peterson lost it, driving the net.
Defense got an assist there by the linesman.
Oh, big hit in the corner and a penalty, and now we're got a dust up going.
And that was really more about the officials than what it is about the Riverkings player. He ran into him, but I'm not sure who the Mullets player is, but hope he's okay. That was very similar to the play that Jordan Steer suffered last week, so let's hope this young man's okay.
One of the Mullets is down. He took that hit in the corner. I can only see one of the numbers, and we just need to wait on the other number. The Riverkings, Perkins has already gone to the box. I'm sure there will be at least one Riverking. Steer goes into the box. Mullets bench clapping. I think that's Lindblom no, Morrison, 23. I beg your pardon. It's Tyler Morrison, shaken up by a hit in the corner. And we'll sort this out, see if it's how all these penalties flesh out with Steer and Perkins both in the box, but will there be a manpower advantage? One would think so. One would think that at some point the Mullets would come out on top with a manpower advantage, whether it be for 2 minutes or 3 minutes for a 5-minute major. We'll see what they decide. You're right down there in the conversation. Our referee, our two linesmen, Jesse Edwards represents the Riverkings, and then two of the Mullets. Jacob Lindblom is one of them. The other is Brophy, Joseph Brophy of the...
They are calling a major on us.
So the call against Jordan Steer is for 5 minutes, and the reason, fans, that is so significant is because if the Mullets were to score a goal, they, under a minor penalty, then the man comes out of the box. But when it's a major penalty, you are shorthanded for 5 minutes, and the other team can score as many goals as they can achieve in that period of time. We have 1:29 to go in the period, which means we're going to have some carryover effect.
Well, there was no doubt that, there was definitely contact going in the corner. I think the officials should have blown that puck dead long before it ever got to that point. I know you want to let the players decide the game, but in the interest of player safety too, I don't know that was a great call on their part.
So Steer got 7, right?
Correct.
A major and 2.
Yeah.
And so we're going to have 5-on-4 hockey for 5 minutes. 1:29 of the second period and 3.5 minutes to start the third. Now the Riverkings have the advantage here of a 5-goal lead. Who's out there killing it? Cole Krager is up front with Adam Peterson. Harold Juergens and Zach Hartley are the defense pair. Gutterman skates to the blue line. Looking for a man in front. There was no one. Oh, that is off the stick of Frederick and out of the zone. Krager will get there first. Cole Krager drops it for Peterson. Back for, he shot it into the glove hand. Looking for a rebound there that Krager could clean up, but it was snared out of the air by Bostad with 52-7 for the second period and 4:24 for the 5-minute major. Fleming. Tried to
shoot it down a board.
Find that to Eye. behind the defense instead of clearing it all the way down.
We do not need to play offense right now. Shoot it down the boards, get it out of the zone, kill the clock.
Koulis in the corner. Moves it along to Hullaby. Fleming shoots it, but not out of the zone. Held in, fired wide. That went through the top of the crease and wide.
Great job moving out on by Team OI.
Oh, centering pass by Koulis there. Goes all the way through into the far boards. 8 seconds for the period. The delayed offside, and the Riverkings are going to be able to just take this one all the way down to the other end. And the period ends. So in that period, the Riverkings outscore the Mullets 3-1 and lead after 2, 6-1. But there'll be the little matter of 3.5 minutes of penalty kill to begin the third period. You take a break with us, and when we return, we'll have the third period of the Mullets and the Riverkings as you watch River King hockey on hockeytv.com and Wisconsin Rapids Community Media. Before we get this third period underway at the Southwood County Rec Center, where the Riverkings lead the Minnesota Mullets by a 6-1 count. Paul, let's take a look at the other playoff series that are going on in this Premier Western Division playoff bracketing. First of all, the Minnesota Blue Ox, who are the 4th seed, earlier today, they actually played an afternoon game against the 5th-seeded Rum River Mallards. The Blue Ox won that game 5-4, so they lead that series 1-0. Meanwhile, the Minnesota Moose, the number 1 seed, lead the Quezon Vipers 4-0 after 2 periods of play. But here's the interesting score of the night. After 2 periods, Hudson and the Dells are tied 1-1.
Really?
And of course, Hudson has been struggling. They lost 3 out of 4 to the Riverkings. They lost last weekend, and they dropped from the 1st seed to the 2nd seed. And so we'll watch that series closely because we still have high hopes that the Riverkings have a home ice series next weekend as well as this weekend. So that's what's going on, and we'll keep you up to date as we start the third period of play here with the Riverkings on top, 6-1, but they still have 3.5 minutes of a major penalty against Jordan Steer to kill off.
Well, this is going to be an important kill for them, and the rest of the period is just as important. They can't look ahead. They've got a huge lead right now, and they're on home ice. So.
Finish tonight, and then take care of tomorrow night.
Right. Win one shift at a time.
Through traffic, that one, I think, went off of Fleming as Frederick shot it. Koulis drops it further along for Hullaby. Sent down to the man in front, Hullaby, but that pass was wide of him.
Riverkings made an adjustment from the way they were killing penalties last period, or last game, sorry. Last game they were letting the Blue Ox get a man in behind the back door there.
Yes,
now
they
got
did.
2 guys in the slot, so close that up nicely.
One-timer blasted by Holm, but I think that one hit Fleming, didn't it?
Looked like it.
Now Frederick wants to tee it up. Oh, he fanned on it. Held in by Hullaby. Koulis to Holm. Save Bradshaw. Save Bradshaw again.
Nice job by Bradshaw. Nice job by Juergens getting in the crease to back him up.
2 big saves by Bradshaw. You can see that Raymond Fleming, as he comes off, is flexing that leg. He did, in fact, absorb that big blast on the shin pad. And with 2:09 now left in the penalty, it's a 5-minute major against Jordan Steer.
Yeah, that sting of blocking that shot goes away with a victory tonight.
But you might feel it in the morning. Now in behind the goal to Hullaby again. Perkins steps down. Frederick. Oh, there was the backdoor man. It was Koulis.
That was close.
And he couldn't quite direct it in. Here come the Riverkings breaking out, and the spill to the ice at center ice was Timo I. Frederick.
He took a low-high stick there.
Right around the face mask, yep. Shot out of the zone with 1.5 minutes for the penalty. And now there's another penalty against the Riverkings because the goal is empty for No, it can't. Did they just pull their goalie here? There's no one in the goal down here, Paul, and there's no arm up by the referee.
That's aggressive.
Wow, at the start of the third period, they're playing with an empty net.
Well, at this point, it's a matter of losing by a touchdown or losing by a touchdown and an extra point.
Still an interesting play, don't you think?
Very creative coaching.
Shot off the stick of Timo I and out of play with
Let's
52
see if that
seconds.
holds up now. He's going back in now.
All right, Bostad is heading in with 52 seconds. Fans, I've got to apologize to you. I didn't expect that to happen. I don't know when he left the net. I don't know how long they've been playing a 6-on-4.
Wonder if Bostad was surprised by that call.
Shot through traffic. Bradshaw down to the butterfly. Makes the save. And the clear doesn't make it out. Krager's got it on his stick, though, and he's able to shoot it out to center. Cole working hard at center. Keeps moving it along. 30 seconds away from a 5-minute major kill. Okay, here comes Jurgen stepping in. Look at him move. Oh, just didn't quite bring the puck with him as he beat the second man.
You know, we've not scored shorthanded tonight.
That is one fashion in which the Riverkings haven't tallied. All the way down in on Bostad as Erdman fired that one down. 7 seconds now. Lindblom steps in, but he's taken off the puck by McKenzie.
Great kill.
Follow up by Sweeney. We're back at full strength hockey here with 16:23 to go in the third. Riverkings 6 and the Mullets 1.
Yeah, that was a huge kill. That's really going to help build the confidence, and plus we get Jordan Steer back, so good to see him back heading towards the ice here on a shift soon.
Raymond Fleming. Past Milius. And there's your man, Jordan Steer, out there, Paul. Look at him handle that puck, make that little move to get free from Koulis. Off the stick of Richard Young.
Well, he's the pride of Frisco, Texas, I believe.
He is indeed. Bradshaw cuts it off.
Nice athletic move by the linesman there to avoid that.
Richard Young loses the puck. Turning back. Here come the Mullets with a centering pass chipped away by Zach Hartley. I think Zach's played a really good game tonight.
I would agree.
Just solid back defensively.
Well, at this point, we don't need to be flashy. We don't need to really need to keep playing offense. I think they're gonna.
Jesse says, it's okay though, right, if I try to score here?
Well, absolutely. You got him down. You certainly don't want to give him any hope of getting back up.
They dig away at it in the corner. At the point, Hartley shot it off of the stick of Perkins.
Just got to make sure you're being responsible the rest of the night.
Here comes Koulis moving with the puck. Dropped it behind Moats. And back to get it. There's Jesse Edwards. Well, now, after sidestepping a couple of checks. Oh, beautiful move by Sinatra. And he moved in and shot it wide. 14:07 for the third. 14:07 for the game. A couple of guys tied up in behind the net there. Hartley of the Riverkings and Lindblom of the Mullets.
Well, I'm sure that's incidental contact.
Interesting story that you might be watching this hockey game and you go, why would a team call themselves the Mullets? We'll tell you that story before this night is out. When we get a stoppage in play, we'll pick up that story and give you the origins of a nickname like the Mullets. You name your hockey team after a hairstyle? Yeah, they do. Adam Peterson turned it aside. It's a 3-on-2. Now Smith gets back into the play, and Peterson tried to thread it through to Kreger. Peterson just dumps it in. Fresh troops out for the Riverkings. Erdman shot it off the stick of Timo I. Remember, oh, here's a penalty call coming. And it's against the nope. Let me see.
Yeah, I think that's going to be
Riverkings
Timo I for hooking.
Yeah.
Yeah, Timo's pleading his case now.
So the Mullets will head back out onto the power play where they're 0 for 3. They've had 9 minutes of power play time, and they have not scored on the power play. So another penalty kill opportunity here for the Riverkings. Look at that beautiful job. You win the draw. Steer moves it to Fleming. Fleming shoots it all the way down. And you can take a video clip of that one and put it in the textbook of how to begin a penalty kill.
Do that all night long.
Steer just shoots it right back in. Didn't even allow the Mullets to get through neutral ice.
And it doesn't make for a great TV broadcast, but if they can do that the rest of the night, we'll take the win and go home.
Now Peterson, he's got Kreger ahead. No lane to pass it to him there. So they just shoot it down and get fresh penalty killers out. 1 minute, 10 seconds for the penalty kill.
You know, it's interesting if you look down below us in the penalty box, Timo I is still not sat down. He can't wait to get back out there and rectify that mistake he made.
Give away to Edwards. Jesse coming in. He's got the man down. He comes around. He dumps it to Peterson. Who scores the short-handed goal, Paul?
Hey!
7-1 Riverkings, and a 4-point night for Adam Peterson. The goal comes
again. Nice, selfless play. Sorry, by Edwards.
So
Sorry,
Peterson's going to get the goal, his second goal and 4th point. We know that Edwards will get an assist, and we'll see if there's a second assist.
Short-handed goal scored by number 28, Adam Peterson. He was assisted by number 15, Jesse Edwards. Peterson from Edwards.
Only one assist, the Edwards assist on the Peterson goal. 7-1 for the Riverkings now, rolling in this one.
Yeah, I believe that gives us 4 players on the night with multiple point games.
Edwards has 2, a goal and an assist now.
Right.
Still 25 seconds on this penalty kill.
I's got 2 goals and an assist. Peterson's got 3 goals now. McKenzie's got 2 assists.
Taken away by Jesse Edwards. Beautiful play there by Edwards. And that's going to, for all intents and purposes, kill off the power play. Just 4 seconds to go here. Out comes Timo I. We're back at full strength with 11:20 to go as Harold's Jurgens moves it to Cole Kreger. Stolen away by Sweeney at the blue line. And shot past Frank.
Okay, it's going to be important
Kreger.
for the rest of the night just to play smart. Don't get sucked into anything.
Eye for the hat trick, saved by Bostad. And into the glove of Bostad, off the stick of McKenzie. So, Paul, in the state of Minnesota, the state high school hockey tournament is fairly significant. And before each televised game, the starting lineups line up on the blue line, and the television folks show a close-up of the starting lineups of each team. And one of the traditions that developed over the years was that the players grew a mullet so that they all tried to have the best looking mullet when they got their close-up of the starting lineups on television. And that's the tradition of the mullet in Minnesota, the hockey players and postseason play, and that's the origin of the mullet's nickname, is that high school hockey tournament tradition that started developing in the 70s and into the 80s up in the state of hockey, right? Minnesota.
Yes, sir. That's a great story, Milt.
Yeah, yeah. Shot out of play, and now we got a little dust up going.
Now we need to stay away from this. You're way up. Let's not take penalties. Let's not get voted in, get goaded into anything. Skate away from this. Let's live to play again tomorrow night.
Hey, you're up 7-1. That's all you got to do. Look at the scoreboard. Look at the scoreboard.
Right. Run the clock.
Riverkings are going to, see. Maybe they're going to send off 2 guys here, one each side. Hullaby and McKenzie both go. So we'll see if we play 4-on-4 here with 10:10 to go in the third and final period. Let me see, 4-on-4 it looks like, Paul. Peterson, look at him go after that puck in play. Boy, he has come out and look at that shot. Bostad, rebound, didn't quite get there. Gregor was at the corner.
Shoot it.
And he does. Fleming with the save by Bostad. Players enjoying the open ice here. Room to skate, make some plays. Holm fires one wide.
It took a weird bounce off the inboards, didn't it?
It did. Holm turns back again. Fleming gets there first.
That was pretty nice of Steer to lay off the hip check. He had him.
Stevenson is out there up front with Edwards. Both of these guys, good skaters, fast skaters who can make plays on this open ice. Look at Stevenson make the check. Oh, and then he gave it away to Holm. Holm steps in alone, and a nice recovery by Edwards.
Way to help out a teammate there, Jesse. Good job.
Now Edwards ahead, 1-on-2, 1-on-3. Jesse, oh, he almost picked that up right-hand corner. 43 seconds to go. Oh, okay. And in addition, Paul, to the story I told you, that to this day they still name a best hair team at the Boys State Tournament in Minnesota.
Really?
Yeah, they do. So that's a big, big deal up there. A big tradition that they do. So it's not just. I mean, they've really developed it into something now where you get an all-tournament team and you get an all-hair team.
Milton, I tell you, we have the sharpest research team in the league.
We do. Well, that's why we pay him so well, Paul.
Absolutely. So, all under the direction of Art, he's really, cracking the whip on us tonight.
Art is the man. That's all I got to say. Art's the man. Hartley. Remember now, he's looking for the hat trick here if it presents itself. Blaze Smith goes down, shoots it to Bradshaw.
Great job
Peterson
there.
And he drive by his man now. Really good job there defensively by Borison. Backhanded long by Smith. No one was in front.
Yeah, the Mullets defender just couldn't move him though.
Motes
Peterson stood there.
And Bloom off of his stick to Milius. Now Erdman turned back there for the Riverkings. Smith into the zone and offside, I believe.
Even taking that offsides, I think that the Riverkings have really done a good job communicating, even up as much as what they are. You still hear them, you see them out there talking to each other, pointing in different directions. So they're working hard.
We will bring you after the game the Riverkings salute to their fans and the 3 stars of the hockey game.
Do we have to pick those? This is going to be a tough one.
Oh man, we'll name some candidates. How about that?
I'm for that.
Because we can name more than 3 then. Max Moore, Max down the high slot, he shoots and scores.
And there you go, Dad. Yeah. There's the goal.
They're celebrating in Green Bay because Max Moore just picked the corner and made it 8-1 Riverkings.
That was a great shot.
Goal comes at 12:51 on the 36th Riverking shot of the night. 8-1 now. We'll see who gets the assists on the Moore goal. Man, there's a lot of guys on that score sheet tonight, Paul.
It looks to be about 15.
Wow, what a balanced performance tonight. We'll tell you about the assists now as we get the call downstairs. McDonald. So Day and McDonald add their name to the score sheet and Moore goal. And we have a play in front. Bradshaw covers up. Jackson Fazenden is in goal. So goaltending change. Fazenden moves into goal for the Mullets. There we go. There's our new goaltender, Jacob Fazenden, number 30.
Yeah, this is a tough game for Bradshaw.
Yeah.
Most of the action's been down at the other end of the ice, which is exactly what you want, but he's been challenged a few times now by the Mullets, and it's important he's stayed sharp.
Centering pass is for Cole Krager. Peterson. Backhanded along for Adam. Krager holds it in. Centered out front, and that was for the hat trick. His 3rd chance at the hat trick. Remember, he had 2. Oh, here's a chance for again. Oh, and he was robbed by the new man in the net, Fazenden, as he tried for the hat trick. His 4th shot on goal for the hat trick. And it was right there on the doorstep.
Well, he'll be disappointed if he doesn't get it, but again, the performance they've had tonight and to take that victory, they're off to a great start in the playoffs this year.
They sure are. Chipped out of the zone here by the Mullets. Frederick chases. Taken away by Milius as Young came to the front. Richard goes in to dig after it. Look at that play by Kyle Smith to hold the zone. Beautiful job by this line just to get in and grind.
Good positioning by Juergens there. He didn't let home have a chance to get around him.
Well, Hartley gets there, chips it out. Whoa. 5:17 to go, and we've got a call here. It's going to go against Frederick.
Have we got the elbow up, maybe?
No, I think so. It's going to be a roughing call, and so the Riverkings will head out onto the power play. Stevenson, Edwards, Kratchnik, Juergens, and McKenzie.
Well, now it's going to be important for the Mullets just to maintain some discipline as well. And they're obviously going to be frustrated, but I'm sure the coach is going to try and keep them in line and let them know, hey, you know, we probably have lost the first one.
So, Paul, what's your take on this? I've heard over the years sometimes it's easier just to get blown out. You throw the videotape away, you throw the file away, you delete it, and you just go out and you start fresh the next night as opposed to a 3-2 heartbreaker in overtime. What's your take on that?
Well, I think, you know, you live to fight another day. So it did not go well for you tonight, obviously. It's a tough challenge coming into somebody else's rink for the start of the playoffs. And the Riverkings have been very, very solid at home. So it's a big challenge. But I think that, you know, you also have to keep in mind that you have found some success. And granted, that was the regular season. And the regular season's a much different beast than the playoffs. But you have found success against these guys in the opposite sweater. So try to find something that helps to build your confidence.
Fleming with the power play. Still 45 seconds to go. Peterson backhands it for Krieger. And Fazenden goes down and makes the save. Game time on Saturday night is a half an hour later, 7:30. No whistle here. Remember, Peterson has 2 goals and 2 assists, so he too has a shot at the hat trick.
Okay, so it comes down to an empty net situation at the end of the game. Peterson's got the puck on his stick.
2 on none with who shoots it in.
What does the captain do?
Cole Krieger. No, walks out. Here he goes. His 5th shot on goal for the hat trick. And Fazenden snares it with the glove.
Timo maybe need to check his twig. Has he got the right one?
12 seconds for the power play, 3:28 to go. If I'm not mistaken, Paul, I believe that this is the last year that Adam Peterson is eligible to play for the Riverkings. And so tomorrow night, given a win tonight and a win tomorrow night, and then a road series next week, this is potentially one of Adam's last home games here with the Riverkings. Jurgen steps in, lets it go, hits someone in front.
Yeah, I believe you're correct. They had a very nice ceremony for Peterson and Edwards. I believe it was Peterson.
Jesse,
Edwards.
This is his 3rd year too.
Yeah, and then Jurgens, I think, was one of the other ones. I don't remember.
Last Saturday, Paul?
Yeah, last Saturday. Yeah, there was 4.
Okay.
Maybe Urban was the other one. I apologize. I should have wrote that down. But you know, in either case, we wish the players who are moving on from the Riverkings after this season the best of luck in their hockey careers and whatever comes next.
Shot by Koulis, paddleboarded away by Bradshaw. Now, trying to jump free is Tanner Day, and he couldn't quite hold his edge. 3 minutes now. Perkins. Nice stick handling by Perkins, but it doesn't accomplish much. Koulis shot it wide from a bad angle.
So, Milt, you didn't answer the question.
What was the question? Tanner Day.
Does Peterson take the shot, or does he pass it off to
I'm going to say this, that whoever carries the puck into the zone, whether it is or Peterson, they will pass to the other.
That is a very good call.
Fazenden is still in net with 2:10 to go. Richard Young ahead of Kyle Smith.
It's good to see some of the guys that don't maybe get as much ice time get out there now and get a taste of playoff hockey for their own.
Chase McKenzie in behind his own net with 1:40. Erdman. Jumps past the stick of Young.
Nice move.
Richard had it poke checked away. Stepping in, Stevenson. Follow up by Young. Young's got some room. Faison and makes the save. So Peterson with 4 points is a candidate for 3 stars. We both agree Raymond Fleming. I think both Fleming and Hartley have played great games on the blue line. Who else is on the list of potential 3 stars, Paul?
Well, Timo I, obviously.
Timo I with those 2 early goals.
So I think I agree with you. I think Fleming's goal earlier in the game was huge. Really helped to keep the momentum going. I would say Drake Bradshaw would also be a
yep.
You know, he wasn't tested a lot, but again, he was been solid all night, and he's done what he needed to do. I may be a little biased though, being a former goaltender.
Trevino getting his first action of the night. Justin Trevino up from all the way down in San Antonio, Texas. Now shot from well out. That one was off the stick of David Kratz Jr. And Bradshaw makes an easy save. 24.8 to go. We'll stick around as the Riverkings salute the fans and get the announcement of the 3 stars of the game before we wrap up our coverage from the Southwood County Rec Center here tonight. Shot off the stick of one of the Mullets and all the way down for Jurgens. Hit up high by Max Moore on the player at the point, and we get the horn that ends the hockey game. Well, if at the beginning of the night we would have known the Riverkings would play this well and win 8-1, we would have said, wow, we'll take it. Beautiful performance here tonight by the Riverkings and just dominating the Mullets from the opening face-off through the final buzzer. They take a 1-0 lead in this best-of-3 series and will play here again tomorrow night at 7:30. If the Mullets rally and win tomorrow night, there will be a Game 3 to decide the series on Sunday at 7 o'clock. Riverkings are gathering here at center ice around the Wisconsin Rapids logo. And in a moment, Drake Bradshaw will skate onto that WR, face the stands on the far side, and lead the salute to the Riverkings fans.
Well, the fans got their money's worth tonight.
Oh, they sure did. We'll get the announcement of the 3 stars here momentarily.
We're going to have to swing by Politos after that and reload the t-shirts.
Looks like Jesse Edwards is one of the 3 stars tonight. Looks like Drake Bradshaw is one.
Bradshaw with another save right there.
And Adam Peterson. We got 2 out of 3, Paul.
Hey!
Number 3 star is Drake Bradshaw. He made 20 saves tonight. Solid in net all the way around. Jesse Edwards, one of the tri-captains, gets the 2nd star of the hockey game. And your number 1 star with 4 points tonight. And a great game from the start, Adam Peterson. Well, Paul, before we sign off, there is a certain set of circumstances that could lead this to being my last game tonight. Riverkings win tomorrow night, then head out on the road. This could be my last broadcast. I've done this for 5 years, and I've never had more fun than working with you over the last few games since I came on after the Christmas break. Thanks.
Well, thank you.
Loved working with Art Nepgetzik on the Wisconsin Rapids community side. Matt Fillmore, Zach Wertrout's been great on the hockey TV side. We'll see you next fall, if not before. Tonight, the Riverkings win it 8-1. Good night, everyone. You've watched Riverkings hockey on Wisconsin Rapids Community Media and HockeyTV.com.